All right.
Yeah. All righty, all righty. What's up, Dante? Hmm. There we go. Once again, gathered back at the living the dream. Right on, bro. That's what we're all trying to do, right? Get a little piece of that dream, piece of that America living. Oh, hi, Dev. Welcome to chat. Holy shit. Mm. Where's everybody at? They still hanging it? Baby. Singularity. God damn it. I knew you were going to do it. I'm just going to go slam my dick in the door a few times. Hold on a second. All right, maybe not, but holy fuck, dude. I know, Deb. I was just sitting there going, I don't really want to do that, but that song, though. And to make it worse, the first time I got hit with that motherfucker, it was in techno. It was the Baby Shark dance remix. Head on desk works for me. Yeah, you know, I got to find a better. I got to find a better system for sure. Repeatedly. And since Singularity fucking confessed it's his fault, he did that shit to me. Point 62%. What? 62 100s? It was me. Yes, it was. Oh, cleaning the keyboard. I thought maybe you had your calipers and fucking were having a problem again. My micrometer is stuck. I don't know. I was like 62%. What? What? I don't get it.
The stupid singing thing keeps popping up.
I sent the same one to my sister that never cusses. She sent back, I fucking hate you. Dude, it drills right into your cerebral cortex, man. There's something about that stupid ditty that you cannot get out of your head. Yes, Dev.
Just wait till people get the fudge that I made.
That's right. Kim said just wait till people get the fudge that she made. Damn, where is everybody? Where's all our peeps? Ah, there's the wizard. What's up, Wiz?
Just, just flying monkeys and shit like that fucking with me.
Right on. Goddamn monkeys.
I'm telling you what, man, those flying monkeys ain't no fucking joke. That bitch better keep track of her trash.
I hear that.
She needs a good bath.
Hi, Ed K. Welcome to chat.
I'm gonna power wash that bitch.
Yeah, I know, right?
So what's up?
Yeah. Oh, not much, man. Wild Bill's in chat, throwing the hands up.
What's up? Yeah, we need to get him a link, man.
I already posted a link earlier. I'll do it again here.
I got you.
Oh, shit. We got a whole shitload of links now.
Now you got no reason.
That's right. We got links galore.
Right. Chanel number link. Nah, man. This code's for the fucking birds, dude.
I hear you, man.
Not got a cold or anything. It's just this friggin'.
Yeah, I know, dude. We got it here too. It's I think it's 19 here.
You're right. Well, we're kind of blessed this evening. We're not getting below freezing.
Yeah, right on.
The first time in a week.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be damn near 50 for the next few days.
Well, we got a heat wave. It went up to 34 earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark.
Oh my!
Mommy shark doo 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 doo. Mommy shark.
You're fired.
Okay, I'm out. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks.
Hey, don't you go? You can come back here.
Oh God!
I got a daddy shark shove up your ass, man.
What up, Wild Bill?
Dude, that is all sing. Okay, that's all sing.
Yeah, he totally
causing such a fucking ruckus here. So I just
started that shit, and
wanted
then
to get up in there and throw that out there. That is all fucking sing. All right, that wasn't me.
And then Tanya fucking put the drill sergeant calling cadence with that shit.
What a meme. Is that the? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, she's in on the fucking conspiracy, the shark conspiracy.
Oh man. Things rolling in the floor.
Yeah.
Don't you start.
I got him.
What's up, man?
Dude, I'm good. I'm fucking wonderful, actually. I'm stressing hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, how can you possibly be sitting on that much pot and be stressing?
All right, let me tell you stress number one. Try getting that much weed across the United States.
All right.
Okay. I mean,
no, point taken. Point taken, bro.
That's just problem number one.
Yeah, you got me. I got you, man.
Let me think about it. I'll come up with something.
I'm sure I mail it. The fucking USPS, baby, is United States Postal Service. It's
Right.
it's a little delayed. It's delayed. I mean, you both have packages that should have arrived today.
Yeah, I checked the mailbox. It wasn't there.
I know.
I'm actually expecting mine tomorrow because that's like
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mine didn't
I
arrive.
have 2 other packages out that should have been delivered today that were not. Everything's delayed.
There you go.
So, okay.
Dude, it took me 7.5 months to get a fucking music interface for my computer. Everything's fucked.
That's just, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
They're working with the limited staff, they're all fucking USPS is working from home as much as they can.
Wow.
Everybody is. It's the new normal, baby.
I went to ship something out the other day and went on UPS and did all the fucking fill out shit. And then they paid for it and everything, and they wouldn't give me the fucking label.
Why not?
It said user ID error. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? You got all my information. You got my payment.
Yeah.
Oh, I need the fucking label. I call them up and they're like, oh, you didn't sign in? I said, sign into what? It never told me I had to sign in.
Right.
And I'm like, it didn't give me my label. Can you just go ahead? My information's on the transaction. You found the transaction. She called me back, found it. Just, take the label information and email it to the email on the transaction. Oh, we can't do that.
Right.
That'd be way too easy.
I was like,
solve the problem too quickly.
I says, well, okay, then cancel the transaction and refund my money. Oh, I can't do that. I'm like,
oh, so you won't give me what I paid for, but you won't give me my money back either?
Right. It'll cancel out in 7 days when you don't ship it. You'll get the money back then.
Okay.
I was like, you fucking bunch of bastards.
Yeah, dude.
So, I mean, if you think about it, that's fraud.
It is.
You don't really have to think hard. It's just, you just have to think about it. It's fraud. They're taking your money, knowingly taking your money and knowingly not delivering a product to you. That's fraud.
Yep.
Right. When they got my information, all they had to do is forward me the fucking the label, and I've been.
Dude, I'd take that shit to your sheriff. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not even kidding. I'd take that shit straight to the sheriff, dude. That's fraud, dude.
That's exactly what that is. It's fraud. 7 days be damned.
Yeah, fuck your 7
minute
days.
that they realize that they're taking your money and not delivering a product to you, anything past that's fraud.
Yep, they should have returned your money immediately.
So, well,
I'm serious, dude. I'm not.
I went out. Well, they told me to go contact PayPal because that's who I paid through. So I contact them. Of course, they tell me contact UPS.
Right.
Oh, of course, everybody's got their own, and of course, this is our policy. The policy doesn't necessarily align with law.
Yeah.
But this is our policy. Well, fuck your policy. I don't care about your policy. Here's the law. Well, we don't care about the law.
Right.
Well, there's where the problem lies. So then you got to lawyer up.
Right. No, I'm just like, you know what? I just rather stress you. I mean, you know what? The definition of stress is, right?
No.
The mind's overriding the body's urge to choke the living shit out of somebody absolutely deserves.
Yes. Spent our money in girly bars, was totally addicted to computer. I'm addicted to computer.
Kinda, yeah.
I promise you I'm addicted to computers.
I'm working on weaning myself off. Okay.
Fuck. Yeah. So, I mean, all right. So let me just give you an idea of my consideration when I call. I had a phone call the other day with a family member, right? First words out of my mouth to family member, hey, how's your computer? How's your technology stack? Why? The stack. Why? Because I literally service or provide everything. Mobile phones, tablets, laptops, internet access, office and cloud storage. It's all,
right.
It's all part of the family package. They're all like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And that's the way my conversations go when I talk to family. How's your technology doing?
Right.
Do you have this? Do you know about that? Or are you familiar with this? Are you backing up? And are you using the fucking anti-malware shit that I sent you?
Right.
No, I'm not.
The last time you updated your antivirus.
Exactly.
Right.
So, I mean, but that's just the way that works. So yeah, me try to wean my ass off of computers. Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen, but I try.
Right. He said wean.
Wean.
Hey, I'm doing good. I don't get on it in the daylight.
Well, that's not bad, I guess.
For the most part, I don't get on it when the sun's out. Okay. And right now, that leaves me a lot of time on the computer, so I'm kind of good. It was a resolution, damn it. Leave me alone. Oh, God. Yeah, where'd Pat go? And Bill, what the hell?
They all hate us.
I know.
It's me. They hate me.
I doubt that.
Oh, yeah, it was.
So I went and picked up another load of pallets today.
Yeah.
And 5 more big coolers.
See, Lou knows. Lou understands. I'm sorry. 5 more big coolers, so you're building out the coolers?
Well, I got like 40 of them here already. We're just stacking them. I'm going to insulate Randy's cabin with some of them,
Possible.
Right.
Dude, you can't lose with that kind of, those coolers are nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lou gets me. They don't call. They don't call unless they need something.
Well, that was the same way with me, man. I mean, for years I've been the computer guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
They needed a computer. They were my best friend.
Well, you know what? At least the family, they have a reason to call me, I guess. Right?
Hey, it's the only reason my dad ever called me when he was alive.
Need fucking tech support or money, I guess.
He needed tech support. Yeah, he needed tech support. And I was like, you know what, Dad? I'll be down in about an hour. He goes, why are you coming down? I was like, I'm bringing you a fucking computer that actually works.
There you go. When I get that away, I get tired of trying to fix the wife's laptop recently. She was driving an old one, and I was like, well, let's just get you go up on Costco and find you a laptop you like. And she did. And we bought it, and she stopped complaining. Right. And it was worth every dime.
Right. Absolutely. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, that's when it works,
Well, I know it's the easy, the cheap, not the cheap way, but it's the easy way out. It's the cheapest way out. But
well,
I do it.
No, because anytime you update like that, you still got to do all the data transfer over and the calendar transfers and.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm about to do my niece a laptop also from Costco. Spend $500. I'll have it shipped to me. I'll install Office and the 1 terabyte of cloud, and I'll do all the backups and set everything automated. Then I'll ship it out to her. That way she don't have to do shit. She opens the laptop up and it automatically backs up to the cloud, and she gets my email, and it's all set up and everything's already good. She has to do nothing.
Right. That's cool.
Laptops age too fast. They do. No, you're right, brother. They do.
My kids don't call me for tech support. Of course, I taught them everything I know about computers, so they're little geeks too.
Well, see, that's always good. And I'm seeing that in my family now. My nieces, they do the basic stuff. They only call me with the advanced shit.
Right.
Which is pretty cool. Right. I'm okay with that. But yeah, I'm stressing this move pretty hard. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you stressing? just about getting things packed up and deadlines and timelines?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got hard deadlines because I'm doing this on PTO,
Right.
time off. So I've only got a finite amount of days. I've set to literally from one end to the other. I've got 2 weeks maximum.
One room at a time. Finish it off before you move on to the next one. That's
Okay.
That's the hard part. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got guys that'll do the lifting coming in for us. So we've got literally they'll lift it out of the second floor, first floor, basement, whatever, and move it to the truck. All we got to do is point to it. That should be fairly straightforward. My only concern is, will we have everything we want boxed up and ready to go at that point? Then I've got at that point, I've got 4 pieces of rolling stock that I have to get across the United States. The RV, which has the Jeep in tow, and then I'll be driving a 22-foot Penske truck with a utility trailer with ATVs on it in tow.
Wow.
And it's just me and the wife and the 2 dogs. So yeah, that's going to be a shit ton of fun. Then once I get it there, I need to unload it. So I'll need to hire motherfuckers again to get it unloaded into a storage shed that I'll start paying for. And hopefully the house build will break ground in January, and everything will go according to my master plan for world domination there. And that's a whole new set of worries.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I just got a shit ton going on.
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
I'm just saying, that's all.
I'm just saying.
I should be able to pull it off. It's not like it's the end of the fucking world. I'm not scared of it. I'm just it's just a lot of it, and trying to get it all coordinated. And
wow,
it's cool.
What's up, Dennis? Oh, he's got his head in the clouds again.
Hey, good evening.
What's up? You're flying back.
It's so screwed up down there. I thought I'd come up here.
Right. You better hope there's intelligence in space, because there's bugger all down here on Earth.
I got to refresh. I can't hear him. I'm going to be right back.
All right. Yeah. So what you hearing, man?
This is all kinds of things going on. It should be interesting. It's getting more and more interesting.
I know, right? It's getting potentially
Michigan was flipped. I'm sure you already know all this stuff.
Dude, I just heard that Michigan was flipped. That's fucking phenomenal.
That's great.
That's great. Yes, it is.
So that's Nevada and Michigan now.
And Nevada was flipped earlier this week. So yes, very excited about that also.
So what does that bring the count to as far as the electoral votes?
How many was Michigan? 20?
I do not know.
I'll look that up.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up, but I'm like too lazy right now. It's time for fire in the bowl.
I'll look it up for you. 16. Michigan 16.
Michigan 16?
Nevada just flipped too?
Yeah. That was only 9.
That's 25. That's minus 25 for Biden and plus 25 for Trump. That's a 50-point swing.
Yep. I think he was that might bring him under 270.
So you have 306. No, it doesn't, unfortunately. He's still slightly above. You need to flip one more state.
Yep. I have a feeling that's Wisconsin in the wings, man.
But there's other stuff, they're what with left and right.
Chris, how are you, sir? Chris Copan.
What's up, Chris?
Lou's calling fire in the motherfucking bowl, boys.
Rock and roll.
Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
.com.
FRIDDDAAAAAYYYYYY. Where's Pat? Pat does a 3-part there that's really good.
I know. Where the fuck is Pat? Pat.
He hates us. Pat hates me. It's me.
Kim, tell
He hates
Pat
me.
to get back online.
Kim, drag Pat's young ass up in here.
Yeah.
Biden at 281.
Say what?
Puts Biden at 281.
281.
Thank you, Lou. Appreciate it.
So does that mean we got to flip another
Yeah, one more.
another 11 reps? Is it 270? What's the number?
270, yeah.
Wisconsin.
So we need 12 electoral votes.
I think Wisconsin's 20.
There we go. That would do it. That would be phenomenal.
Yes. No, we ain't got to worry about none of that other bullshit.
Well, I'm joining a militia down here.
Mr. Espinoza, how are you digging that green screen?
It's a little program called XSplit Cam. It's a separate little program.
What's it called again? Expert Cam?
XSplit, SPLIT, Cam.
XSplit Cam. Got it.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's subscription based. It's like $4 a month or something.
Oh, man.
Dev, look at that. Dev even gave me a bump. Dev even gave Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms a bump on the card that she sent to Pat. That's awfully nice of
That's awesome. I did that over on Michelle's show last night. I went over there, showed them a video of the call out.
Yes.
Right. And it's all the buzz over there. They're talking about it and spreading the word. So
I did an interview for militia here, and they knew all about what was going on in DC.
Right.
Oh
yeah, everybody does apparently.
Yep. And it's interesting in the conversation I had heard. Maybe it was one of you guys talking. That I heard it from that Antifa was actually getting some military training being paid for by Soros.
Right.
And he validated that they actually were training with the Kurds too.
Antifa training with the Kurds?
Kurds, yeah, that's what.
No.
That's what this head of the militia was saying.
That's fucking the Antifa. They can't even hang in the same fucking country as the Kurds. The Kurds are some badass motherfuckers.
I know, and apparently they're paying for training. And they have some U.S. side operators helping with the training as well. So they're not going to be all knock-me millennials. That's going to be sort of interesting.
How are they going to do that?
I have no idea.
Right. Load bullets, get a latte. Let's see. We can paint all the bullets with little sayings, and
I can see a rainbow painting on a rainbow brass.
Right. Just some stupid shit. I'm just, oh man. Flower pictures on a gun.
I can see it. Your campaign sticker could be, the LGBTQURST thing.
Well, this guy's pretty solid, and this militias across the state has groups across the state that are coordinating, and he says that's what's happening. He says they're going to have some real operators.
Right. Well, they'll have a few, but they're bullshit commanders. I'm
sorry. I'm still having a hard time with that.
Right. Well, they're probably doing the training stateside. It's that they import these guys to train them too. So,
Well, you know the saying: out of 100 soldiers, 1 or 2 of them are real fighters, and the other 99, 98 are glad they are.
Tis true. Tis true. I'm just having such a hard time with that whole Antifa Kurdistan fucking connection.
Right.
I'm just, because I know those guys, and they're like, they would have zero fucking tolerance for anything Antifa, from the soy to the fucking faggotry.
Right. Oh God. Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's
I'll ask him more. I'll ask him more detail next time I talk with him.
anything's possible, and I'm not trying to call anybody out on this or anything. I'm just,
Yeah, I understand.
really having a hard time with that, but it's all good.
I'll ask him for more detail. I'll see if I can get more detail from him.
Pretty please, thank you, sir.
All right, Kim. Well, he could have said goodnight. Spank his ass.
Well, this is interesting. So this is very interesting. Here, let me share this with you. I just did a Google here.
Oh.
So there's one connection.
Colonel Shaw in the house.
Colonel Shaw.
Good evening. So did you read that? Turkey accuses Syrian Kurds of fomenting Antifa attacks on U.S. soil.
Yeah. Salute, Colonel.
Turkey accuses Syrian Kurds of fomenting Antifa attacks on U.S. soil.
That's
You know
weird.
what?
That's weird.
And that's not really surprising, because the Turks have always hated the fucking Kurds, and even their political party, what is it, the PKK in Turkey? They've been out to fucking. They've designated the PKK and the Kurds with them as terrorists within Turkey, and they put a bounty on all their fucking heads.
Yeah, terrorists, accusing terrorists of being terrorists.
Trained Antifa in northern Syria. That Geller report, I'm gonna have to fucking read that. I still have a hard time with that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about all that shit. But there is a contingent of Antifa in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Czechoslovakia, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they've imported that shit. What are you doing reading that fucking Russian Cyrillic shit there, Dennis?
Yeah.
Think you're doing some kind of fucking gray area ops there or some shit like that?
Yeah. Can you find anything else?
I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Intelligence is a wonderful thing.
Yeah. Depends on how it's used. It's like any other tool.
It is.
Yep.
And it's good to have a lot. There's too much shit out there to see for just one person.
Oh, it is. It is. And the more eyes on glass you have, the better off you are. The better your hit rate is. Not that I know anything about that shit.
Here's another one.
So
yeah, seems like it's a quiet Friday night around here. Not a lot going on. Looks like it was didn't have a shit ton of things going on except for the Michigan news.
Everybody's holding their breath trying to find out if Trump's actually putting in place the Insurrection Act.
So did you see the big hack on the feds?
Yes.
Yes.
It's hit businesses too.
Yeah. Oh, they've been in. And you know what the really surprising thing is that the most of us have known this for years, and the feds have just kind of turned their fucking blind eye to it. But they're finally realizing that the goddamn Chinese and the Russians are in every network they have. And they just need to get that fucking cleaned up. It's just that simple. Huh?
The plant where I pick up the pallets.
Yeah.
One of the places that I picked up pallets is a steel fabrication plant.
Yeah.
He said their whole fucking operation was down because the fucking hack got ransomwared into their CNC boards.
Not surprising.
Yeah, it got into their CNC and all their machines are shut down.
Most of the way that the federal government has been hacked has been in what's called logistic hacks. In other words, people, partners, vendors that are tied into their network.
Right.
It's vendors and it's also software. So SolarWinds is actually...
Oh, SolarWinds. Fuck yeah. Jesus H. Christ. SolarWinds is so thick. SolarWinds is in every network on the planet, and
it's a network and server monitoring app. I was solicited by them. I selected some other tools. I didn't really like their product, but if you put an application on a server and it's not secure, doesn't leave ports open and that kind of stuff, you can be. If it does leave ports open and that kind of stuff, you'll get hacked. Their stock actually dropped significantly, but it's sort of interesting because I actually demoed their software once.
I've used their software on quite a number of occasions. A lot of federal agencies have their software in place because they have a freeware version of it.
Yeah, it's all over. Yeah,
I know. So
I went with App Dynamics, and it was Ecoscope at the time. I forget what they changed. They sold it to Europe. Now it's something else.
Right.
I don't like SolarWinds. Infoblox, there's a couple of different hardware Linux-based vendors that have the same products that meet the needs.
Yeah, this is.
I'm like you. I don't care for them.
Ecoscope and App Dynamics is an interesting one. They're for both Linux and Windows. You get versions of their agents and all that. And their agents,
every federal network that you can think of has been exposed. Even the DoD and the intelligence community, the IC networks. FYI, if you want to capitalize on this in the stock market, you could buy Intrusion and you can buy Palantir.
I've heard things about Palantir, though.
Volunteer, you said?
Palantir, PLTR.
Intrusion.
And Intrusion, INTZZ. I own some INTZ, some Intrusion. I did own some Palantir, but I believe it was just too tight, too pumped up, too inflated, too expensive.
It looks like they had a typical profit sharing episode end of day today.
Yep.
Probably wouldn't be bad to buy Monday morning. It dropped from 19 down to 17.99 at the end of the day.
What was that? Palantir?
INTZ.
Oh, INTZ. So yeah, you might want to pick up a few shares if you're interested. If not, then don't worry about it. It's something I play in.
I play in the stock market too.
Because I have, they say one of the rules in the stock market is try to deal with stocks that you understand. Well, just so happens these stocks I understand, and they move quickly and violently often sometimes, and so I try to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I'm in the one called TSNP. I rarely mess around with OTC because it's pretty dangerous.
It is.
The TSNP looks like it might be a unicorn.
What are you playing with in TSNP? Hold on, let me look here.
TNSP. TSNP. They merged with Humble, and Humble is doing a payment system for Latin America. It's a sort of an untapped market for payments, and they do Humble HUMBLE.
That's 11-cent stock. Is that what you're telling me?
Yep, that's 11-cent stock. It might be a total unicorn. It's a little risky, but it looks pretty interesting. Do your own DD and check it out. Seeking Alpha had a really good article on it.
Son of a bitch.
You should be changing their symbol here probably next month. They've completed the merger about last week. PLTR. You look at a long-term chart.
Nice. I might have to pick a few of those up. Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're welcome. Do you do charting?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm not technical, but I know I watch technical.
Yeah, you can use a technical even if you're more inclined to do long term. It can optimize your buying point.
Yeah, I try to use, I'll try to buy on the downturns and watch the 50-day and a 200-day moving average, watching for some convergence lines. I do, but I'm no expert at it. I'm trying to understand options now.
Yeah, I'm at that point too.
Which is not the simplest fucking thing on the planet, to be honest with you, especially. But it's a learning thing, so I'm okay with the learning.
Yeah, best to do the paper thing with options for a while.
Absolutely. I've got a couple of shares of some utility stocks that I might sell some puts, sell some calls, sell some puts. Yeah.
Yeah, utilities are conservative. They're good.
They don't move quick. Exactly.
Good to guard your money. Car. It's done pretty good since the 5th of November. Went from 8 to 33.50 at the peak. That's pretty nice.
Well, boys, it's time for fire in the bowl.
Are you asleep there, Wise?
No, just fire in the bowl.
All right, fire in the bowl. Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.com.
Yeah, Pat's already in bed, man. He's already out. Ken was saying it earlier in chat. He's already passed out.
You guys stay up pretty late during the week.
Well, it's cold as shit, so we ain't get stuff done. And
yeah.
Probably.
Well, he's had a big week. He's had a busy week. He's had a highly stressful, highly combustible, volatile week. So, yeah, I get it. I understand. The body could probably use a little rest at this point.
Burnt.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let him rest.
Yeah.
Get him fed. Keep him strong.
Dynatrace. That was the name I was trying to remember. Dynatrace.
Dynatrace. Never heard of
them. They're a leader in the app performance. They're a leader in the app performance space.
Any news on Dallas? Dallas. What did happen to Dallas? I know he lost his cat. That was sad. What happened to Dallas past that? Anything?
I don't know.
Deborah says his dad died.
Yeah.
Well, that may have been. She may be talking about Pat.
Oh, Pat. Okay.
Oh yeah, Dallas had a car accident. Yeah, he's somebody was saying he's walking around concussed and everything. His eyes twitching and shit. And he won't wear a mask into the hospital. Bastard. He won't wear a mask, and that's the only way he can get medical treatment. How is he, Dev? Is he all right? Okay. Yeah, I was reading little. I read that he hit the tree at about 40 miles an hour. I also read that somebody said that he was concussed and needed medical treatment, but wouldn't wear the mask to get it.
Never avoid the deer.
Yeah, don't avoid the deer. But anyway, that's just what I heard. Pat's father passed. Pops passed. What, day before yesterday or yesterday? Day before yesterday? Colonel? Yeah, it was sick Pat. And apparently his cat died that very same day, earlier that day.
Oh, that's crazy.
Sick Pat's cat did also. So, and then Dallas lost Chuck Wagon, and then Dallas runs into a tree. And is there any other, drama news that I need to go through to hear on the stomach turns, as the stomach turns?
Well,
is anybody pregnant? Is anybody having an affair?
unfortunately, no.
Battery, why don't you grab a link? Do you need a link?
Here, hold on. I'll get it.
Throw battery a link.
There you go, guys. Come on up.
Battery, what are we missing, brother? Show us.
Interesting.
Dope facial hair. Yeah, that is. And Dennis has got the facial hair going there. Yeah. It's me, Battery. What are we missing, brother?
Can't get very close though.
Oh, hey, look at that.
A little like a fire truck.
Dude, is that on the river or is that in the road? Is that a cop?
It's on the Willamette River.
Lou's fucking. Oh, it's Lou. Lou's pregnant. I got to refresh. I'll be right back.
There's one coming up
When it finally dines.
like a hat.
I'll do that one.
Stocking cap.
Look at all the sirens.
Lou's pregnant and apparently has something to do with Dennis's mustache.
No.
I don't know either. But film at 11.
Yeah, I'm not. I have no clue what.
Me either. But apparently they're filming.
I can see it.
Yeah, I got it. It's beautiful, man. What the fuck's going on there?
Christmas.
Christmas. That's the Christmas on the water kind of deal. Oh, very cool.
Hope they don't
That's
run into
badass, dude. I love that.
That one there looks like a stern wheeler.
That looks like a tractor.
The fire truck keeps sticking around. Looks like a fire truck, but it's a boat.
Now, those like human-sized boats, or are those like remote control boats?
Well, that's a pretty big boat right there. Fire truck. Looks like a 24-footer.
Jesus. Your Highness. Okay.
Ah, that's loud.
Dude, it's cool though. It is very cool. Where are you, Eric? Eric?
Eric, where am I?
Eric's lost. Eric's somewhere in fucking Seattle or Portland, I think.
Is it-
Your Honus. Is that what I'm getting? Your Honus? So that makes you the pregnant slut of the group? Lou, is that what you're trying to say? Lou, sorry. Hide my weed. I like that.
I've got divers.
In New Jersey. Oh, well, that fucking explains it all right there. Shit.
Yeah.
If I was in New Jersey, I'd be confused too.
I'm freaking freezing here. That one's got candy canes on it. It looks blue on the screen. It's a lot like Christmas. Doesn't look very good on the screen. Well, one far away, it looks like a river boat. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Lou said the siren made her hide her weed.
Yeah.
Oh man, my fingers are freezing. Should have worn some gloves.
Dude, it's probably cold as fuck out there. You're what, in Michigan or Wisconsin? No, you're in Portland. Jesus. And that means you're on what, the Columbia or the Willamette?
I think it's the Columbia River, yeah.
He dropped off.
Oh, we lost him.
Yeah, about time to lose me. I'll drop in real quick.
Rock on, Dennis. I appreciate you coming up, hanging out.
I appreciate you
Always
letting me come up. It's nice to be able to drop in and see what's new with you guys and get some information. And no, not for the grave, whatever.
Now, you've seen the video we've been passing around the last couple of days, right?
No, I have not.
You need to see that.
The Hagman report.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I mentioned that to the head of this militia here in Texas that said, yeah, we know all about that.
Right. Because Sam Andrews is nobody to trifle with. He is Operations Oathkeeper Nation.
Yeah, this seems like a pretty good militia because they do medical training, prepper training, the whole shot.
Yep.
And it's not keyboard warriors or yo-yos. Pretty solid group. It sounds like so far. I'm looking forward to going to the first meeting, first
Good
training.
stuff. Rock on.
But y'all have a good evening. God bless.
All righty, Dennis, take care of yourself, sir.
You too. Take care.
Stay strong. Keep the faith. So
So,
back up here and get some more people. Come on up. Remember, this is the great American experience. You guys are the stars. Come up and claim your spot.
Wisconsin.
Dance, dance.
Wisconsin rocks. Yeah, it does.
Right.
Dev, hey, what are we listening to? What? Oh, no more siren. No, we're good. We're good. It's all good.
No more sirens. You know, I do.
How do you hope you hop up? Click the StreamYard link above there and click and do the shit.
Yep, go through there a little
Yeah,
bit.
click the StreamYard thing and the link there next to Sick Pat. Click that. That'll walk you through. We would never hurt you, Dev. Not intentionally.
Come on.
Not unless you wanted us to.
LGK20 plus. LGK20 plus. Galaxy A50.
I'm sorry, who are we talking to? Who do I hear?
I was gonna put on some music because I got some of those. Oh, ready. He asked me if I wanted. I was like, yeah.
So how about them Black Lives Matter, right?
Oh man, we've been
Just had to throw that out there.
right. Good Lord. You heard they shut down the cooperation with the Biden transition team.
What, BLM?
The Pentagon.
No, I don't. I listen to nothing that includes the phrase Biden transition team.
Right. No, they've shut off all communications and briefings and stuff like that with them.
I gotta say, it's probably not the best thing, and it's probably a temporary thing. But since the election, I have went so anti-news
I know, right?
of anything. I just don't do it.
Really?
I don't watch it. Don't listen to it. Don't argue about it. I don't scream about it anymore.
Right.
Which is probably not a good thing, and I'm sure it's temporary.
Well,
because it ain't like me. Normally, I rail about this kind of shit.
right. Well, I don't. I'm just trying to stay up with it to try and get an idea of what's going on.
Well, my point is, I've got a whole bunch of local shit going on right now and building this house and trying to get moved across the country.
Yo, you got to play full right now, man. I get it.
So that said, I'm trying to stay focused, get that taken care of within the context of my little sphere of influence, for lack of a better term. And maybe I'll, look up a couple years later and we'll be able to elect a real Republican or a conservative president. But this whole Biden thing, I'm kind of looking away intentionally, if you know what I mean.
Right. I don't want to see the sausage or how it's made.
Exactly. I don't need to see the shit.
Yeah. And because we know the outcome, we know what the answer is going to be.
Yes.
Okay. I'm confident in that.
So I just don't need to know.
Right. Fucking Bill. What's up?
But again, that's just my humble opinion. Everybody's got their own thing. Everybody's reacting differently to what's going on. My wife she's fucking livid. You should see her screaming at the TV sometimes.
Right.
I think it's wonderful. You can be as passionate about this as you want. You really can. until you start, putting your shit on other people.
Right. Right. But yeah, this big when I saw Sam say that, I was just like, 'cause he is the first one to decelerate or to you know,
Decelerate. I like that word.
right. He's the first one to slow down and talk reason to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't stick the muzzle in their face, damn it.
Exactly.
Kind of thing. He's the first one to just the cool head and stuff like that. And to hear him say that was just wow.
Lou's got the right idea there. Let's just fill a fucking freezer up. Just fill a freezer with venison, and whatever happens down the road, at least we'll have venison.
Right. Concentrate on the things that you need done
that matter. Exactly.
That matter. Right. Exactly. And that's that's what I've been trying to do here.
I'm trying to do the same, brother.
Right.
Trying to keep my powder dry. Make sure I have enough powder, so to speak.
Well, we went up and picked, like I said, we went up and picked up another full 12-foot trailer full of pallets.
Yep.
And we ended up picking up a bunch of windows too.
Nice.
Yeah, one of the places next to where we pick up the pallets was throwing out all these windows. It was a windows company, and I guess they got all their new models in, so they took all the windows they had out on the floor.
Yeah.
And set them out to throw them away.
Fuck.
I know, right? So we were like, they had a bunch of wood over there. So we went in and asked them about the wood. And they're like, yeah, those wooden windows, yeah, they're all going in the garbage or whoever, whatever. You can have them if you want them. I was like, cool. Okay. We had just filled the trailer up with those pallets. And so I was like, no, we're figuring this shit out, man. We got them all into the trailer in between the pallets and shit like that. So, yeah, but we got them all.
That's the way. That's for sure.
They're all super double pane sliding sash windows and screens on them and everything, man. All the Lowy glass and all that crap. All of it. Full frame sets and everything. So all we got to do is cut a hole, frame it out, put them in.
Greenhouse. Dev's got the right idea. I was actually thinking about doing something like that out in Nevada. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna drop my first plants in the ground out there as quickly as I can. And I'm thinking about how I'm gonna need some kind of. I can't just do it out in the ground. You just can't.
No, you
got to have fucking hot.
Greenhouse, yeah.
So I'm going to have to do something with some kind of controlled environment with lighting and this, that, and the other thing. And so what am I going to do? Am I just going to grab a building? I can get like a 14 by 16 building, and that should do it for me.
Really? That's all the space you need?
I don't really need much more than that. They'll just let me have 12 plants is all I can do.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Legally. So legally 12 plants, I'm thinking in maybe 10-gallon or 15-gallon pots.
Right.
I'm just thinking out loud here. That'll
can't you have them in different stages?
I can. Yes, I can make that perpetual. So I can make, 6 this time and 6 next time. I can do that.
Right. Right. So,
Chris, what's Chris talking about? Chris?
Oh, he wished it was cheerleaders that read the news.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Hey, do you remember seeing that naked news?
Dude, I love that. That was so good.
Yes,
I remember that.
I don't remember much of the news, but they had some good-looking women up there saying, yeah.
I mean, I'm just, chicks start taking their clothes off, I start worrying less about what they're talking about.
Right. It changes your perspective. When the boobies come out.
And I've said before, I'll say it again. I just dig naked chicks. What can I say?
Yeah.
That's the way the Lord intended me to be.
The way I'm wired.
It's the way I'm wired.
Yeah.
And no, penises do nothing for me.
Not a damn thing. But wow.
Porns. Okay, yeah. Pom-poms.
Was the 70s.
Dev, tell us about the pom-poms.
Now you got me interested. Yeah.
I need to hear about the pom-poms now, Dev.
Pom-poms.
Because I'm a fan.
Did you just fire in the bowl?
No, I wouldn't do such a thing.
You did, didn't you?
I did. I'm sorry.
You did. Not brought to you by sausagegravybiscuitfarms.com.
Exactly. Not at all. Short skirts and pom-poms. Dev, were you, I don't even want to say it. I can see it, though. I can see it.
You picturing it in your head, too.
Huh? You have no idea what I'm picturing in my head.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh. Pom-poms, yes. And short skirts, yes.
Skirts. Messy panties.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, don't make me tell the stories. Dev wants me to tell the story. She keeps poking. Get it? Poking?
Head high kicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the ankle reachers.
No! That's what they always say. No. No some more.
Fire in the motherfucking bowl. Hell yeah.
All righty then.
And that was brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
.com. I never thought I'd be on YouTube singing. Ever. Deb, you know what? I'm absolutely sure you can. And I would very much mind. A lot. 5:36 a.m. Colonel, it's what? But it's Saturday morning for you. It's 5:36 a.m. Saturday morning. So yes, that means it's wake and bake time. I'm expecting it Saturday morning. You're headed out to the country just about this time, aren't you, Colonel?
Yeah, it's time for us to go look for the bird. Hit the link.
Right. So you should be thinking about lighting up, my brother, pulling off to the side, enjoying the sun's just about to crack open, right?
Yeah.
So
I'd
be twisting one up and finding a comfortable place to light up, personally.
And look for the bird.
And look for the birds, exactly.
Yeah.
But I really want to get back to Dev in her high school doing her thing. Because my brain has not stopped.
I want pictures.
Video. I do too.
I'd like video.
Video would be better.
Yes, video would be awesome.
Oh, Dev, you're a shorter. See, I love short chicks. 57 tomorrow. Lou's 57 tomorrow. Lou, hell yeah. You're a youngster.
And Chris says he's 58.
No shit.
Yeah.
Chris is 5'8".
Well, happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Yeah. Damn. I'll be 55 next year.
Colonel's 52.
We're the lost generation, man. We was lost in space.
Yeah, I'm not lost. I know exactly where I'm going.
Well, I mean, as a planet. We got our stomping grounds, right?
We do.
Right. But we got lost in space somehow.
I'm really looking forward to moving west.
You know, you responded the other night when I told you about this shit. You responded exactly how I responded. Larry's like, why do you keep saying fuck?
Well, the timing, the date, the fucking timing is the shit, is the fuck.
Right. I know. It's like, fuck.
Because I would be 2 weeks earlier, I would be right here, which is where I need to be to execute if we're going to do anything on Jan 4.
Right.
They could not have possibly picked a worse date for me.
Right. I'm hearing another one like they're talking about the 12th.
All right. That's more like it. I can work with the 12th.
Right. The reason he was saying the 4th is because the 6th is when they do the Senate.
She sold her house in Vegas, Chris. Did she do all right with that? I was trying to get a picture of, I was trying to figure, and there was a lot of numbers slung back there, but none of them said how tall Dev was. Dev, how tall are you? Still laughing. Okay. Guys be crazy.
Right.
Yeah, I guess about what she asked. What? Pat still offline? Yeah, Pat's still offline.
Yeah,
Dev,
Pat, he went to bed. He's already
5'3.5 inches. Is that what I'm? Okay. Perfect. Pat snoozing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to go night. He had a big week.
Yeah, I can see that, definitely.
Shit finally catches up to you, baby.
I know.
If it don't give you a heart attack, it'll send you night. That's for sure.
Damn straight. Hey, there's Bill.
I want to see that. I want to see that kick too.
So,
all right, I'm back.
So we were talking earlier about some of this stuff. You had mentioned about I just forgot what I was going to say, dude. Fire in the bowl. Although I have to reload now. Buffalo Bill.
Yeah,
What's going on, man?
not much.
Have you seen anything in the news that got you riled up?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is really coming to fruition. I mean, It's like I was thinking before. I don't know what you guys have been seeing, but I didn't find out until in the chat that Michigan was flipped. I know that Giuliani was talking about Michigan and how bad he said there was like a 65% switch to Biden in Michigan, and they proved it. So yeah, it was it's the voter machines. It's these Dominion voter machines and the other ones. I mean, Dominion's not the only company that did it.
No. Now they've also got the Georgia people doing they finally forced the Secretary of State to do a signature audit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be, oh my God.
Nice.
Can't validate all those signatures.
Well, and then I saw Laura Trump, and she was there with three gorgeous other ladies.
Yeah.
And they were conversing back and forth, and she was really upbeat. You know, I think the Trump team are really upbeat right now.
Yeah, her show, she's got streams, and she calls it the Right View.
Well, technically, I think we all should be called Trump Team Trump.
They flipped two of the required 4 states, and if they can flip the other 2 states, then we're in there like swimwear. And so, to be brutally honest with you, they're further ahead now than I ever expected them to be, and I believe they know that.
And it looks like Arizona's going to tip too.
This was the all out pinnacle of the worst they've ever done as far as voter fraud goes. It's always been going on, but not to this extent. This was so extreme. It was so blatantly in your face, and the problem, the algorithms couldn't keep up back in 2016.
That's why it broke the system.
It broke the system because Trump was so far ahead. It was a landslide then. The American people, there's a lot more people that support Trump than any of the media would have you believe.
They estimate the numbers coming out of the servers in Germany. They estimate that Trump got a plus side of 90 million votes.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
And Biden got way less than that. And I mean, Biden probably was about 50 million, maybe. I don't know, less than that even.
I think it was like 56 million votes, if I remember the numbers right.
Tanya Sharma has joined us in the chat. Good evening, Tanya. Glad to see you.
But
Lou's asking about Tanya's pom poms.
No pom poms.
None.
Pom poms. She's got pom poms. She's lying.
That's what I'm thinking.
She's had pom poms on the show before.
She's got pom poms. I've seen them.
I've seen it. She's lying.
And I didn't even say hello to POTUS. I didn't even say hi to you. Sorry about that.
It's quite all right, sir. You won't be the first today, even. Good evening. How are you, Mr. Ghost?
No, I'm doing good, thanks. I mean, the last part, I just finished a course of antibiotics. I had a freaking stab my hand with a pencil a while back, and I got this really bad infection in my hand, and it's my right hand.
Dude, you need to get that taken care of.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah, I did all kinds of crazy stuff to try to draw out whatever was in it. I mean, I was strapping onions on my hand and all kinds of stuff till I finally went to the doctor and got on a course of antibiotics, and it shrunk down, but there's still this hard freaking spot right there right in the palm of my hand, man.
Well, the best way to deal with that, right? Cut it out.
That's why I got the infection, is because I took my pocket knife and started digging the shit out.
And you didn't sterilize enough.
No, I didn't. I just freaking whipped out the pocket knife and started digging it out. When I put the onion, though, check this out. I put the onion on it because I know it works for ingrown toenails.
Did you put the silver on it?
Yeah, I put silver on it. I put silver. Onion is antifungal, antibacterial, and all that stuff too.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Silver.
But when I pulled the onion off the next day, I woke up in the morning, I pulled the onion off. There was 3 little black specks sitting right next to where the hole in my hand was. 3 little black specks. And then I looked at the onion and there's another little black speck in there. So it drew the freaking things out. It drew them. It did the job.
Did some of it, yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't get rid of the infection. Thought it would get rid of the infection. It's worked on my ingrown toenails before.
Well, I've had to do that extraction. Graphene is the problem. The graphite in there, that's the problem. What we've had to do before is we had to go cut the skin away, dig out the what's still in the skin.
No, the VA X-rayed it. I got everything out. They X-rayed it. I got tweezers and all kinds of scalpel, the whole thing. Needles. I'm sitting there trying to dig out, see if there's anything left in there. And I'm pretty sure I must not have got it all out or something. But nothing showed up on the X-ray.
Cool.
So apparently I must have got it all out, but I still have this hard spot in my hand. I'm not understanding it. It's right in the palm of my hand.
Don's over here with a wet spot on his chair.
That's hilarious.
I know.
Don, why do you have a wet spot on your chair?
It will never go away.
Has something to do with pom-poms.
So Deb started talking about her pom-poms and her high kicks, and I got all a flutter over here and just got all moist and stuff. And she kind of cut me off. Then she stopped talking about it. I was like, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, but she doesn't.
She says, I was not bragging.
Okay. Stating fact. I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's the even
state more fact then. I need to know about them high kicks.
Start speaking moistly.
They speak more moistly, exactly. The school colors, blue and white. I'm thinking a soft blue or a baby blue with a white panty under a blue and white ruffled skirt. You know what I'm thinking here?
Oh, Lord.
Perv.
Am I being a little pervy? Yeah, okay. All right.
You ain't 20 years old no more.
Yeah, so.
I remember when I was.
She isn't that.
Right, she ain't made it.
You can't stop the dream. Okay? You just can't stop the mental image coming across.
Yeah, I know. That's a tough one.
See, I've already got Deb all confused. No, she says no some more. Yes. No, yes. No. Yes.
Oh, she's still hot. That's what she's saying. She's still hot. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Well,
no.
Deb, when we link up, you can come up and show us your pom-poms.
Exactly.
I have yet to meet an unattractive conservative woman. I think they exist, but I just haven't seen them.
Conservative women are just hot.
They are.
They're just hot.
And
they make pie. And they make pie.
Yes.
They make pie.
And they wear bustiers.
Exactly.
And they make sausage gravy biscuits.
Oh.
And taters.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And see, you find me an Antifa girl that can cook.
They can't.
They can't. None of them. Fucking not one of them. But every conservative woman you ever met can cook her ass off.
Yep.
Yep. If they can't cook, they're not conservative.
That's generally the truth.
They're lying if they say they are. Damn.
I wonder if Tanya can cook.
Well, Deb says not great at pie, no bustier. Well, I'm sure that we can do something with the pie, and we can train you on the bustier. So
Yeah.
Right.
there's
Pie.
training available. We have training dollars available.
Pie is easy. It's a matter of finesse, art form kind of thing. It's just, it's easy, but it's an art form thing. The bustier, no, that's just a matter of money.
See, Tanya knows I can cook if there's groceries. That's a good Canadian girl.
I got a garden and a menagerie.
You know that Swiss farm girl look.
Yeah, hotcakes do go a long way, and that Swiss Farm Girl, that thing, you know.
Where,
You know,
where-
another sexy thing is a woman tilling the garden.
yeah.
And you know, this is why the young girls call us pigs, because of our viewpoints like this.
Why
This
is
is
that?
considered to be brutish, piggish kind of viewpoints towards women, that we have opinions like this.
Oh, well, then don't go to Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm right there with you, brother. I am. But that's why they start screaming loudly about, you know, that we're what do they call us, misogynists?
When those Fraulines come wearing those corsets and all of that, and they look like they're ready to have a blowout, and they're freaking bringing you your tray of beer.
Oh, I know.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you right now, man.
I know, dude. I know firsthand and secondhand. It's bad. I can't.
Yeah, there's you're right. You're right, Tanya. I'd probably there's yeah, that's kind of piggish. It is.
Okay, we'll just tone it down.
You should probably not be so
I don't want Tanya to be upset.
Hey,
blatantly
but it's
stupid.
out of every. Hey, that's all respect. So I'm telling you, it's just, you know, we
But that
respect
doesn't
God's
yeah,
word.
that doesn't take away any respect. It really doesn't.
No admiration. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Admiration. It is not. It is not brutish. But I understand.
I still like the opposite
I
sex.
understand. Prudity is a part of your culture.
Prudence.
Prudity. Yeah.
Well,
No, now we're back to meatloaf.
I admit my weakness at least. And I am a huge fan of meatloaf and pie.
Pie. You know what? It's time for pie. Not my fault. You guys made me think about it.
It is your fault.
Can you? Is it possible to make a good meatloaf pie?
Meatloaf pie. Don't they call that a isn't there a word for that?
Yeah, shepherd's pie.
Yep, there it is.
Shepherd's
Well,
pie. I am well familiar.
is that like a meatloaf pie?
It's more like a
It's
burger pie.
you
Shepherd.
might be thinking like a minced pie would be close to a meatloaf pie of some kind, or one of the meat pies. I've had meat pies in Australia and New Zealand that I would consider close to a meatloaf pie.
Well, let me tell you what my version of the shepherd's pie is. We would take green bean, we'd fry up hamburger and spice it. We'd spice up the hamburger. Then you take and you put the green beans and the juice down in the bottom. Then you cover it with the hamburger. Then you cover some cheese on that. Then you thaw out tater tots. And you smash it onto the hamburger. Then you put another layer of cheese on, throw it in the oven.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Lou's fucking emoticons. Is that two pig snorts, Lou? Because that's just fucking awesome. I love that.
Twice the biggest. Yep.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Anyway, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay. And you throw your spices, whatever you like on there, garlic, and of course there's onions and peppers in with the beef. But yeah, you turn around and you bake that until it's all gooey together, goodness, and pull it out and serve it up. You serve it up like you would a lasagna.
Man, I'm hungry.
It's quite the fucking bomb and it'll last you forever.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Mashed taters on top. Look at that. Mashed tater topping.
Yeah.
Anything's got mashed taters involved, I'm fucking there. Chris,
But I
that's
would
it,
use
baby.
tater tots.
Mashed taters.
I actually like using tater tots
Okay.
on the top. That is so badass, dude.
They're
Like
taters. Exactly. Damn it. They're
Okay.
taters.
they're taters.
Now, around here, they got a new thing, and they call them tachos.
All right. What's that?
They're tater tots. They're tater tot nachos.
I've seen those. I've had those. Those are good.
They're good.
Those are real good. I've seen those. Yes.
But
Tachos.
yeah, tachos. I just discovered them. I didn't know they even existed, and they're inexpensive and they're freaking good. They're a good meal.
With the burger and the cheese and
Yep.
stuff.
I tell you, the wife has recently started taking the mashed taters that she makes and frying tater cakes from them.
Right.
So when she'll make a big thing of mashed taters, and what we don't eat, she'll have left over. Keep that in the fridge. Next morning, come up, grease up a fucking pan, throw 2 big old dollops of fucking mashed taters in a greasy pan and fry it.
Yeah.
Tater cakes, baby. Oh my God, is it? Jesus.
I know, man. Right. Throw a couple eggs on it and
It's breakfast. Yeah.
Now, you were talking about earlier about something you were kind of pissed off at Amazon.
Me?
Yeah.
What did I do with Amazon?
I don't remember.
No, I don't think they've been pretty good to me recently. I've been using the fuck out of Amazon.
I just noticed. I mean, I was looking for some stuff on Amazon, and they jacked their prices way up recently.
Dude, their prices run the fucking gambit. You know that your price your products are priced different from each zip code that you're in.
Yeah, I did notice that.
So I can order from one place. I do this a lot. I order from like my address on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And it'll have a price. And then I'll order to have it shipped to an address, say in Colorado or in Nevada, and it'll be a completely different price for both of those different places to be shipped there. Not just the shipping, but the price of the product.
Yeah,
Right.
like when you go in through their main portal, don't use the app because the app will recognize your zip code.
Yep.
And you go in through the main portal, and then it'll have some ambiguous thing, and it'll show you prices on stuff. The minute you put your zip code in there, the price changes. And I don't know why, but mine always goes into Sacramento, California. And the price is always cheaper in Sacramento than it is here.
it's dead.
I don't understand that.
Oh, I do. It's just the way they do it. That's their fucking. That's how much profit they can make.
No, I just think they're hating on anybody that doesn't live in California.
Yeah. Okay.
But
I don't know.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just a matter of money.
It's a money thing. I would say more. It's more of a money thing.
They're gouging us here. I know that much.
Oh, they'll take more of anybody's money that they can at any given time. So don't feel like they're trying to discriminate against you just because you think they're taking more of your money. Trust me when I say they're taking more of everybody else's money too. So you're not alone.
Now, you heard this last news. I don't know if you've heard about this guy. Just thought I'd bring this up since we're talking about these online store type things. Do you remember a company called Overstock.com?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the original founder of Overstock came out and recently admitted that the FBI came to him and asked him to bribe Hillary Clinton, and I think they gave him money to give to Hillary Clinton.
$2 million.
No, more than that. More than that. Way more than that. It was
Okay, go ahead.
one time. It was more than one transaction that he made with them. It was like 28 million.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. But I think there was a 2 million one also. And they came back later and they did it again. They did it a couple of times, and for some reason the FBI was trying to put money in Hillary's account to get her elected.
Yeah.
Through this guy, through the head of Overstock.
And it was just a way to use him to get money to her.
Yeah. And he's confessing the whole thing. He's confessing it. He said, I wanted to get on mainstream news and everything about it, and I couldn't. And I found this on PR conservative, Puerto Rican conservative on Rumble. And and then it led me to the other main website where he was from, and he explains the whole thing. He's done several interviews on Rumble.
Wow.
Yeah. So there you go. I mean, they bribed her, and it wasn't really a bribe. It was just a way for the FBI to funnel money into Hillary's campaign to keep Trump from getting elected. And this is when Trump had already announced he was going to run.
Taxpayer money.
That's what the deep state is doing. That's what they're doing. The deep state is taking money that they get, however they get their money, and they're funneling it into candidates. The FBI is doing this. Probably the CIA also. And where's Bill Barr? Where's Durham? I don't know. But I got a feeling that this is going to come out very soon. This is going to come out very soon as soon as they get a new IG that's reliable and isn't going to do the same shit.
Well, the AG up there, you know what? I still haven't looked into him.
Yeah, I don't know. But
right.
with this kind of bribery going on with Hillary, and then I don't know what people know about this, but Hillary's bank is in the same bank as the DNC.
She is the DNC.
She is the DNC. And it's like Obama had just handed everything to her, handed her the torch to carry the torch. Because it was Obama.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So this stuff about Podesta being the head of the DNC and all that, he's not in charge of the DNC finances. Hillary is. This is all the more reason that we got to get down to the nitty gritty, and they all need to be in prison, and we need to seize their assets, including George Soros.
Yes.
And then take all that money from all those assets and put it into building our wall, helping veterans, whatever, reroute it into.
And the wealth of the wicked shall be returned to the many.
Yeah, well, it says that in the Bible too. It says that God will strip from the bosom of the wicked and give unto the righteous.
Yes.
And that's what needs to happen. And it will. It will. Because I believe God before I believe these people. And I also think Trump is getting a second term.
I know he's getting a second term.
So I'm not having I'm not having any reservations about that. Regardless of whatever happens, he will be president. Biden will never see the inside of that White House, other than what he did with Obama. But Biden is done. Kamala's done. Kamala hasn't even given up her seat. She hasn't given up her Senate seat. Why is that? She would have gave up her Senate seat if she knew she was going to be VP for sure. She would have already done it.
All right.
Obama even sold his Senate seat. Remember when that happened?
Yep.
That was a crime right there.
And then Blagojevich got put in prison for it.
That's right. Obama sold his Senate seat, and
He went to prison for it. Yeah.
the wrong guy went to prison for it. How in the hell did that happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I think they think that we just don't remember shit.
You know what? I guarantee they think the American public doesn't have a memory longer than a goldfish anymore. But these people that are on these phones and in the media and on that kind of lifestyle, they don't have that kind of memory.
Do you remember the $3 trillion that disappeared from the Federal Reserve?
Yeah.
And they even got an investigation committee that they poured a bunch of money into the investigation committee, which never came up with any findings and no disclosure or anything.
Right. Yep.
See, that's a massive fraud right there. That's catastrophic proportions. $3 trillion disappears.
No accountability whatsoever.
No accountability. Everybody denied knowing anything about it. And the commission that was supposed to investigate it just took the money and did nothing. They took the money to investigate it, pretended to investigate it, and just took the money that they were paid to do the investigation.
Yep.
I don't think Americans, I don't know what the scandals with Obama go back to 2008. And then they go back before that, because before he decides to run for president, his mom is killed in a plane crash mysteriously. Am I not supposed to talk about that?
Who?
Obama's mother.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's nobody alive. There was nobody alive that knew him as a child. Period. There's nobody alive that knew him as a child.
How did all these people disappear? How did they freaking disappear? Except for Larry Sinclair. And then there's a few rumors about people that talk about him in Chicago when he was where he got the name. Yeah, he got the name Bathhouse Barry because he was out cruising the freaking avenues over there looking for a little fudge packing action.
Right. Well, it's all sick and twisted. Everything about Obama was a lie. Everything about him. That's not his name. That he wasn't born in America. He gave up his citizenship as a child to Indonesia. Never repatriated. Yeah.
Well, I hate to bring up something like this that's been rehashed over and over again, but a lot of people seem to have forgotten, and then he comes out and says, I was the first scandal-free president and everything. No, he's infested with scandals to this very day. He's sitting in Washington right now, pulling shenanigans and monkey shines.
Yep. Fast and Furious, using the IRS as a political weapon.
Yep. Against conservatives and Tea Party members, causing all these people tax audits. Yeah, and what's her name? Who was the head of the IRS at the time? She pled the fifth. Remember that? Loretta Lynch.
Yeah, Loretta Lynch. Yep.
Yeah, she pled the fifth, and got off. Think she got off, but the story is not ended yet. This chapter is not closed. There's a lot of us that already know, and every single one. She should have went to prison.
Yeah, she should have went to prison. She should have straight up gone to prison. She right there. Yeah, that was just absurd. Just for dereliction of duty. Comey read out all these charges and then turned around and overstepped his bounds by saying, well, we don't think it's worth going after. It's not your fucking opinion that matters, dude. She broke the law. 17 and just listed up or some shit.
Yeah, this stuff goes way back. And then McCain and all of that. I mean, it just, I don't know. There's just no end to it.
Right. Well, guess what? Yeah, there is. There is an end to it. And it's here.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. It's going to be rid of the last of these fucking bastards.
It's going to happen. They are just habitual criminals.
Yeah.
They're all habitual criminals, high criminals with lots of money to do all the criminal activity that it's just like a criminal free for all right now.
Yep.
So Deborah says he's CIA. She made a comment. My comments might have stalled on me. Where did Don T go?
I don't know. I thought he was coming back.
I was hoping he'd be part of the conversation.
Yeah, come back up. Nah. Here, let me get your link. Did you lose the link? All right, I get the link up there just to make sure.
I was kind of interested in. I wanted to know what his take is on this. He seems like he's got some good inside information.
Yeah. Well, we observe things, and we all can't observe the same thing. Some of us see different pieces of it.
Well, we've all seen different angles of it.
Come on, Don. Get back up here. Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. I'll get my drink remade.
Okay, I'll just hang out here then.
I'll be right back.
Because I know my battery's going to drain on me while I'm up here.
What is that? But yeah, I'm still here. Don, come up.
I think
I need to make some water. Make my new drink. But I'm all cotton mouthed out. Right?
good old Cottonmouth and the Munchies.
Well, I got orange juice, so I just gotta go to. I'll be back. I thought he was going to jump on real quick, and I'd have clicked him in.
I've had too much pie lately.
You never have too much pie. You just have to earn it.
Oh, there's Colonel Shaw. Why don't you join the panel, Colonel?
There you go. There you are.
I'd always like to have Colonel Shaw up here. Oh, Don, you're back.
Alrighty, man. What the fuck's going on? No, I was over there looking at porn.
Oh, no.
Looking up cheerleader porn.
I was digging on some pom-toms and cheerleaders. Sorry. I was being piggish. But I was doing it off to myself. So, you know,
Right.
that self-inflicted piggish thing there. What can I say?
Well, what can you do when they start speaking moistly?
Exactly. Oh, my God. You're a bad influence on me. Don't wake up then, Colonel. Just it's fine. Just chill where you're at. Don't, you know, can you get a coffee delivered?
Speaking of piggish,
Yeah.
a jar of pig's feet is now $19.95.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm serious. That's what I was saying.
That's what I do, Colonel. Is especially if it's Saturday. You know, we've got a TV, a local TV joint that's about to start bringing back the classic Saturday morning cartoons. The whole Bugs Bunny, Roadrunner, you know. Anyway, that's going to start soon, and I'm really looking forward to Saturday morning cartoons again. And I'm fucking 59 years old. What's up, Jason? Always a pleasure, sir. Be in the car soon. All right, cool.
So, hey, Don, did you say you're a ham radio operator?
I did, and I am. Yes, sir.
Right on.
KD4 KWY, and I won't say that again.
Right on. You're on 2 meters?
I play on 2 meters a little bit. I've got a couple of these Baofeng HTs, and I'm trying to get digital. So I just ordered a what is it? A TNC, and it was, what the fuck was it? It was one of those little Bluetooth driven jobs with the cable that I can run from a battery.
Yeah.
Dev, what am I trying to get over? What am I crying out loud? What am I get over? What am I getting over? I missed it. So Dev, you don't dig Saturday morning cartoons? Is that what you're moaning about? Because I do. I like Saturday morning cartoons. I like waking up late on Saturday mornings. Because in the military, I always had to wake up early. Fucking reveille's at 7 o'clock or reveille's at 6 o'clock. Fucking quarters, it's at 7 o'clock. So you got to get up at fucking 6:30, 5 o'clock sometimes. Then when I worked up at the fucking base, on all these bases, you got to get up at 5:30 in the morning just to get there by 8 o'clock because you got so much traffic and this, that, and the other thing. It sucks balls. I hated it.
When I was a kid, Don, I used to wake up extra early in the morning and sit there and watch test patterns until cartoons came on.
You're kidding. Dude,
I'm
that's
serious.
early.
I'm serious. I used to. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, used to be channels didn't come online until 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And so if you got up before, if you was watching TV before 6 a.m., and a lot of us did.
Yep.
Yeah, you were watching test patterns.
I'd watch the test patterns.
You're not alone, brother. You're not alone.
Sit on the carpet in front of the TV on a black and white TV and watching test patterns until the cartoons came on.
Tanya, you're going to leave us. I'm sorry about that. You should stick around. But have a good night. Always good to see you. Sorry we were a little piggish earlier. I hope you don't hold that against us moistly. Nothing but love and respect. Night, Tanya.
Tanya, you go to sleep?
Think moistly.
Pleasant dreams.
I think she doesn't hate us, I guess, with those icons there. Right?
Yeah.
Does that mean she doesn't hate us? Right.
I reckon so.
Which one started at 5 a.m.? Because for me, it was always Bugs Bunny. And that was a 9 a.m. starter. The Bugs Bunny Roadrunner hour thing for me was the...
I don't even remember. I grew up in California.
Poor thing.
Yeah. And I just remember, you know, and I was like right in between San Jose and San Francisco, California. So I remember we only had 3 channels at one time. We only had 3 TV channels. And it took a while before we started actually getting TV channels. But we just had a black and white TV. And I wasn't a little kid when we got our first TV. I think I was around 9 years old or 10 years old before we got a TV.
Well, depending on how far you go back and how old you are, there were only 3 channels at one time.
Well, I'm just a smidge older than you.
And I remember going over to my grandpa's in the woods, and he only got 1 channel. And that was Bluefield, West Virginia. So that ought to tell you how deep in the woods I was.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like 5 years old or 6 years old, something like that. And that was totally black and white.
Yeah.
And we were lucky to get it.
We went over to I went over to a neighbor's house and used to watch with all their kids. They had like 10 kids.
Right.
And we'd all sit on the carpet there and watch their color TV. They had a great big wooden color TV.
Yep. Black and white with color later on in life. Same as everything else.
I still remember our first TV. It was Emerson portable TV.
RCA for me.
And it had rabbit ears, and it was red. It was a red plastic TV, and it only had black and white. And I was the channel guy. Somebody'd always say, "Go change the channel." I'd have to go change the channel.
That wasn't the worst duty on the planet.
Nah.
You were lucky to have one.
I remember sitting in front of the TV. My stepfather had bought a brand new color TV to watch The Man on the Moon.
I can see it.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was what, 1969?
Yeah.
Yep.
And we watched The Man on the Moon, and there was a lot of static, and there was a lot of color digits. It was all black and white anyway.
Yeah.
You bought a color TV, watch a black and white program.
But you saw Walter Cronkite in fucking color. I bet your ass you did. I know you did.
You remember all the Apollo missions? They had Apollo 8, Apollo 9, Apollo 10, Apollo 11.
Yeah.
And guess who was there right next to who was doing the whole thing? Walter Cronkite.
Walter Cronkite. And Howard Cosell.
So you could see it, and it was in color, but the shit coming back from the moon was in black and white. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched it all in black and white. I didn't get any color.
Well, I was like 4, so I still didn't understand anything. So all I know is there was supposed to be a man on the moon, and we couldn't see anything static.
TV has changed so much recently. I mean, even it just is amazing what we entertain ourselves with these days.
Well, it was analog.
I can tell you what, I remember the birth of computers back at the beginning of the 90s on the personal computer stuff. What is happening today is we couldn't even comprehend that in the 90s. Okay?
Yep.
It was just incomprehensible because it would take too much data, too much space, too much RAM. It was just, there was no way to get the transmit the data that fast over any kind of anything but a physical network. And even the physical networks at the time were crap.
Not fast enough.
Right. 2-line and shit. Yeah. MFM hard drives and DRAM stack.
But see, all that's changed.
I know.
The
right?
interfaces are now 400 times faster.
Oh, thousands of times faster.
So I was just looking the other day. I was just telling my wife the other day, she's like, new laptop. I'm like, whatever laptop you get, I don't give a fuck what you get, but you need this interface. If you don't have this interface, this new NVMe shit, if you don't have it, then you're it's 36 times faster than everything else. So if you don't have it.
You know what my first computer was? Was a Commodore with no hard drive in it.
I know. Mine was PAL.
I had a Pong.
And it was a ham operator that gave me that computer because it was like really passe when he gave it to me. And I just used it. I'd put a floppy drive in there, a boot disk, and then I would put my Morse code. I put my Morse code disk in there and practice Morse code. And I was taking my general class. I was trying to get ready to take my general class.
When was this? What year was this?
This was back in the 90s, actually.
In 1970, I sat for my novice class, keyed in 5 words a minute, and passed, and I was 9 years old. 1970.
Good job.
Yeah, it was all right. And I've had a tech and a general since then.
Well, I was working on.
My first computer was a Heathkit receiver.
Yeah.
It wasn't a computer; it was just a receiver that I could receive code and single sideband on.
Well, the first computer I ever built myself was a 486 266, which was the hottest thing on the fucking block at the time.
The first computer I ever built was an 8088, and I physically soldered all the fucking pins into the core and CPU, RAM and ROM, and made the whole motherfucker work on 12 volts. So literally, instead, I didn't buy the motherboard, I built the motherboard.
Nice. You're right. Well,
and then I flipped it over and used it as an emulator, and so I used it at work. So
I was soldering DRAM chips on top of DRAM chips.
But I couldn't solder today. Have you seen the fucking miniature micro shit that they're doing today? I couldn't do that to save my ass. They're soldering with hot air now instead of just fucking.
All right, smart guy. I got my first science fair kit from Litton Enterprises. Yeah. It was the 101 science fair kit, and then later on, I moved when I was about 10 years old. I got a 1001 kit. I was making all kinds of stuff. I was making transmitters and everything, man.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's why I'm a radio geek now. It's because it's because of that. You know, I got an introduction to electronics when I was a kid.
Exactly. That is exactly me.
Yep.
Same thing with you, fucking Wiz, is exactly the same thing. You got an introduction to it when you was in high school or when you was a youngster. Somebody you liked or somebody showed you something that was. For me, it was at 8, and I was 8 years old, and I saw an amateur radio booth at a county fair, and somebody keyed the mic up and talked to somebody, let me talk on the other end, and I was hooked. It was all over at that point. I knew exactly what the fuck I was doing for the rest of my life.
Right.
Simple.
Right.
I was sitting there measuring ohms and stuff and trying to put capacitors and resistors. And my first kit had these little springs, and then I got a soldering gun when I was 10, and I started doing soldering and stuff when I was 10 years old.
Wow.
I was
Gosh,
freaking.
we're all the same people.
Yeah.
We're all the same guy.
I built a solar heating system for the garage on my mom's garage.
Chris is one of us.
So you know what tea tree oil is, right?
Not really, no.
Well, there's a tree called the Australian tea tree. We had one of them in my yard, and I strung up an antenna system from a 6 transistor walkie-talkie, and I strung up this cable that I got. That some guys that were working on power lines had left a bunch of cable. I took all that cable and I stripped all the cable and made antennas out of it. And I had it all over my house. I had this freaking. I had a long wire with a little walkie-talkie, and I was talking to truck drivers back in the 1960s, 70s. I don't know, sometime around that time. Yeah. I'm talking to them, and they're like, I don't know why you're so loud. I said, I'm just talking on a little walkie-talkie.
It's because you got such a big antenna.
Yeah. I said, I'm not running any power at all. He says, you're blanketing the whole area. I measured it. I did the mathematics and everything on a copper long wire and insulated it and everything. I put the insulators where they needed to be and everything, ran a copper long wire along the side of the house from that Australian tea tree. I shit you not, out of a little freaking 6 transistor walkie-talkie.
So the way that you have it is you've cut it to the perfect wavelength.
Yes, sir.
So you have a perfect single wavelength there, and so every time you key that mic up, you're getting a maximum power transfer,
which would have been 11 meters long.
Exactly, 11 meters long, which is CB pretty much.
Yes,
29 megahertz.
It was a CB walkie-talkie. It had like only 8 panels or something on it, on the walkie-talkie.
29 megahertz, I think that is 29 and some change megs.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. You get a fucking single wavelength cut perfectly. And if you put like you said, if you put the insulators on the end, bang, you've got maximum power transfer. What do they call that? Standing wave ratio. You got a 1-to-1 transference. And
I didn't have all I did is did the measurements. I didn't have an SWR meter or anything. I ran
measurements of what it is. If that measurement is your.
I do the same thing when you cut an antenna for your car oval. How you adjust the antenna lengthwise. You can adjust 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches there to adjust the center of the antenna to match the impedance where you want to operate. You do that. I do that.
Right, to tune the antenna. Yeah.
To tune the antenna to where you want to be. Exactly. So yeah, makes perfect sense to me.
Yep.
A lot of people were running CB radios back then, so there was plenty of people to talk to. I might have even shot Skip if I don't really remember if I did or not, but I could have been.
Still a billion people running CB radios, and I don't think that's ever going to diminish.
Right.
My opinion.
Probably going to pick up popularity again here real quick.
Now, I do have a 10 meter that'll run 11 meters, and it's running some power that, you know, but I think I'm running about probably 18 watts on AM, and
I don't run any AM. I listen to a little bit of TV. Excuse me. I listen to a little bit of aircraft down around 122 megahertz, and that's AM.
yeah.
That's about it, though.
So that was my job in the Army. That was my primary MOS, was tactical communications operator mechanic. So
I was EW.
That would I guess. Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were
So
what?
I was at EW, electronic warfare. So basically, my job was to own the whole spectrum from DC to light.
Oh, cool. I guess
all
I
modes, all everything. So I had jammers, we had ESM. I would listen. The way we would read radars we would read the PRF, the pulse frequencies of certain radars within certain RF bands, and we would be able to tell what type of radar it is. And then once you can tell what type of radar it is, you can tell what kind of ship or plane the platform is. And so,
how do you tell what type of radar? Is it a signature?
It is. Every radar has its own signature. That's correct.
Right. Exactly. Yep. And you can tell the signature on your oscillator?
Yep. So if you can tell the signatures of 1, 2 radars and maybe here's some other RF communication, you can, with somewhat intelligence, figure out what ship it is, what platform it is, plane, a ship, a sub, and then from there figure out what kind of weapon systems and other platforms that it has available to it.
Well, the guy who gave me the Commodore computer, he was actually in the Merchant Marines. So he had this antenna, this wacky looking freaking antenna system in his backyard. He just had a regular, lot type of backyard, but his whole backyard was an antenna system. It was like a grid. And he could talk ship to ship. So in fact, he sat down, he gets on his computer and he's talking to a ship in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's talking to one of his ships in Tokyo. So he could communicate with them from there. And he could also talk to his wife when he was at sea. So his job, he was, I guess he had like a commercial license or something like that he worked on in the Merchant Marines as a radio operator.
That's interesting.
Yeah. The guy he's the one that got me on. I just lost track.
There's Mars. There's Mars. It's amateur. It's amateur radio for the military and for the Merchant Marine.
Yeah,
right?
It's an acronym for Military Amateur Radio.
Right.
Service. Yep.
So I was a Mars operator when I was in the military, when I was in the Navy. Just because I had my amateur radio operator license already, that automatically made me the Mars guy on the boat, whatever boat I was on.
I was Mars. I did Mars also. I manned it. I mean, I didn't hold the license for it, of course not. But
no. The ship held the license, but you just manned it.
Right, exactly.
You didn't have to hold an amateur license to man the Mars station because the ship designated the Mars.
In the Army, I had complete control of the entire spectrum of anything I wanted. And run any amount of power I wanted. At times, I could run anything on the spectrum. I run spread spectrum. I ran spread spectrum back then when it was just kind of a new thing.
Well, like I said, I'm trying to get into more digital now. APERS. If you know about APERS, which is kind of position reporting kind of stuff, GPS and packet. And so I just bought a new TNC to play with. I'll marry it up to one of these Baofeng radios that I have.
See, ham operators invented cell phones.
Yep.
If it wasn't for ham operators, you would have no cell phones.
Yep.
And any licensed ham operator can actually set up a system, probably off of repeaters or whatever, where he could talk anywhere in the world without having to pay for a cell service.
Well, it's funny you should mention it, because that's exactly what Apers and WinLink, the digital stuff that I'm talking about, is capable of doing. So Apers is a position reporting across amateur radio, and so it moves the packets. It takes the GPS data and then moves the packets over, but more importantly, it can move SMS data across. And so you can literally send a text to any phone on the planet from an amateur radio HT.
Right.
Further, if you have WinLink, another software package, freeware software package installed on your laptop, and you have your laptop attached to your radio, then you can send an email to any email platform on the planet, on the internet. So between the two modes of radio, you can attach to or message or communicate with literally anybody else on the planet across multiple modes. Which, when you think about it, is some pretty exciting shit. Not that I know anything about that kind of shit, but I think it's pretty exciting stuff anyway. And I'm rambling here, by the way.
Yep, I don't operate in amateur radio now. I did in the Army because I was manning a Mars station.
Yeah.
But I do have ham capable radio equipment.
Yep.
And
it's not hard to get anymore.
I have CB. I can run upper lower sideband. I can go in between. Oh, and FM. I could also talk FM. So I could go on FM, AM, upper, lower, all over the place, in between channels. You know, I just dial it right in wherever I need to go. So we could have a relatively private conversation without anybody. Most people don't have the radio equipment I do.
I might have something compatible.
You probably do.
I got to dig out all my walkie-talkies and radios. I got
the reason I have these radios, well, one of the reasons is because I'm trying to build the Jeep out into an overland vehicle. So I'm trying to go off-grid with some Jeeping and some four-wheeling with the wifey and the kids.
Right.
So I got ATVs that I want to drag out there. Like I said, I've been pimping my Jeep Grand Cherokee out. I just put some new Bilsteins on it. So I'm actually pretty excited about taking it west and getting it dirty.
Right.
And the radios will help there because pretty much everybody that does anything in the dirt does it with these little HT radios across the general radio service. There's a GSRM, if you're familiar with it.
Yeah, some people still run in CB too.
Some people run CB also. Yes, sir. They do.
And I kind of like CB. Sometimes I get out in the middle of nowhere, and if I'm broke down, which has happened, and I get out in the middle of the wilderness somewhere, and I got no cell service, and I'll get on my CB. There's some truck driver in an adjacent highway somewhere who'll pick it up, and eventually I might be able to get somebody to come out and help me.
Yep. No, I agree.
But I think it's adequate. I mean,
Night, Dev. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to crash here. The battery's about gone, guys.
All righty. Well, I stuck it out as long as I could.
Well, I was just saying, I got about 12 minutes here. I'm sure I can do that. So we'll call it here at the top of the hour. But I wanted to say, fire in the bowl.
Fire in the motherfucking bowl, boys and girls. Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Business
Farms.com.
I asked a question a little earlier about what HARP was.
What is that? High altitude something radio something. Somebody had a question about HARP. I don't know anything about HARP.
All I know is I've seen the big antenna farms.
I think it's UHF, man.
I thought it was low wave shit personally.
It was supposed to have something to do with the Navy and the study of the Aurora Borealis originally.
Okay.
It's basically scalar. It's scalar technology.
Okay.
And it works off of ultra low and ultra high.
Well, there you go. You now both officially know a fuck ton more about it than I do.
No. Basically, it's scalar technology. He actually uses the Earth as the antenna.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, low wave has been using Earth as antenna for submarine comms across, the open seas now for years.
Yep, that's where they use
it. Well, I don't know. What I think it is it's basically it's using the Earth as a ground that which most antennas need a ground anyway. But it's a ground.
My man. Sorry, I got to reach out to Claude. I didn't mean to interrupt there, Mr. Gross. Claude steps up though, and I got to make sure Claude gets up.
Okay. Hello, Claude. Claude Bowles.
Claude Bowles, biggest furry bowels on the bowel land.
No, the what it is it's called a ground plane, and so it creates a ground plane that can do all kinds of crazy stuff. That's all I'm going to say. I know there's a lot more to it, but what it is it's a big ground plane. That's why it's a big antenna farm, and it's got antennas spaced so far apart. I've seen them up in Alaska. They've got one in Virginia. They've got one. They think that it has to do with warfare because there's one in Costa Rica. There's a HARP station in Costa Rica, which can direct energy weapons and stuff having to do with that.
It has to do with creation of vibrations in the Earth or the atmosphere.
Yep. Disturbing the upper atmosphere to create storms and all kinds of other crazy stuff.
Like disturbing tectonics, so it creates earthquakes.
Yeah. Like Haiti.
Like Oklahoma.
Yep.
I don't know nothing about that shit.
No, I don't know much either. Just bits and pieces. Nothing you can't find on the internet. Maybe weather modification, yes.
We'll get some stuff done tomorrow.
But I sure have been noticing a lot of new 5G towers going up around me.
Yeah, unfortunately. They're painting them brown, sticking them back in the tree lines.
Up there where you are?
Yeah, they're painting them brown, so they like the trees around them.
They're just painting them gray here, so they match the sky.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Most people are not even paying attention.
right. We're so distracted with the rest of this shit going on.
Yeah, we got different things going on when there's lots of distractions.
Well, we just keep our heads on a swivel, keep our minds in what's about us, prepare for the things that we may have to encounter.
Yep.
All right. But it's always good to be as prepared as possible anyway.
It could be directed energy weapon, Claude.
What do they say? Luck is the intersection of preparation and opportunity.
Correct.
I've always been a believer in that. That means being prepared.
Right.
I think HARP is also a directed energy weapon. I think they know how to bounce signals and stuff off the atmosphere and aim it in different directions wherever they want it. Yeah, and they can, and then they probably bounce them off of satellite. But I don't know. I don't know to what extent. I know HARP has been around a very long time. And the Navy claims that it was the study of the Aurora Borealis. We aren't the only country that has that type of system.
And you don't get much Aurora Borealis ghost tree.
No, that's down on the equator almost.
Yeah.
So they've got them down in Australia. They've got them in the southern hemisphere. They got them in the South Pole. They've got them in the Arctic, the Antarctic, Greenland, Iceland, everywhere. They're all over the place.
Did you see some of the drones? Did you see some of the drones they're bringing out for the space program for the atmospheric shuttles?
No.
Dude, they can operate in space as well with the hydrogen. And they, it's pretty badass. I'll have to find that link again, but yeah, they got some pretty badass shit going up, man.
Hey guys, I'm going to get off here now.
All right, have a good night.
Y'all have a wonderful evening. Thanks for having me. Much love out to everybody. Claude, thanks for finally jumping on. Battery, always a pleasure. Mr. Ghost, Mr. Oz, always great. Chris, you're the man. Who did I miss? Dev, Sing, Odd, all the greats.
All
right.
Absolutely, bro.
Here I go.
God
Thanks,
bless
guys.
you, Patriot. You have a wonderful evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
Toodles. Yes, we will.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bring it down, guys. God bless you all. And I tell you what, just keep your wits about you. Just keep these things moving through your head and prepare what you can. And do what needs to be done. The solutions will present themselves. Okay? So, with that in mind, dream well, Patriots, because we are winning. Winning. Good night.